They hand it off to Johnson. Boise State has won. Right now, and they take a downfield shot. And the catch is made. It's Riley Williams. Goes for the three. Touchdown.
All righty, everybody. Welcome in to another edition of the Gridiron Uncensored podcast. And it's Brennan and Trevor tonight. And as you see, we're in the SEC. We are talking about Kentucky tonight, and we're doing season previews. So we're going to go through, coaching, the schedule, offense, defense, kind of what we're seeing, and just give you our perspective on it. So we appreciate your time tonight, Trev. Let's hit it, man. This Kentucky team, 2024, it was 4-8. It was a rough season. They almost had Georgia. I mean, just a disgusting loss there. I mean, everybody was rooting for Kentucky, and then they blew it. They blew it. And then you go and you lose to Vandy, Florida, Auburn. I mean, just pretty much everyone else.
Ohio.
Thank God for Murray State late.
They took care of Ohio. That was good. They took care of Ole Miss. That was good.
Yeah, well, the Ole Miss one shocked everybody too, because Ole Miss was, playoff contender, like all these things, and then Ole Miss comes in and lays a freaking egg against them.
Like they are good for at least one lay of the egg every season.
And I laugh at Ole Miss every time they do that. And so it's just Kentucky. I feel bad for the fan base because I think they can do so much more. And Stoops is just he's just hanging around at this point, is what it feels like from the outside. Everybody knows he's about to,
when they actually are ready to get rid of him or he retires.
Yeah, it's everybody knows he was trying to jump ship to Texas A&M. That failed, and then now look, this was the year that after his flirtation with that. So no doubt it's not going to be great. So Kentucky fans, let us know what you think about Mark Stoops.
Yeah, put it down in the comments. We want to hear all of the tea about Mark Stoops and how you feel about him.
Because I'm sure there's some Kentucky fans that are still gung ho with him. They're loyal to him. Mm-hmm. But I feel like from what I've seen on Twitter and stuff, there's a lot of people that can't stand his ass right now. So
I think they expect a bit more. I mean, Kentucky is a proud university.
Yeah,
with their sports teams especially. So them not even sniffing being competitive is not okay with them.
Yeah, I agree. Well, let us know again in the comments. So when we're talking about this year for Kentucky, returning production, moving on from 24 to this 25, preview. Returning production is pretty solid at 59%. SP plus from Bill Connolly's got you at 43rd in the country with their advanced stats from the last couple of years baked in. But last year was just offensively so bad, 114th on offense. But the defense was solid, and if they had a better offense, imagine how much better they'd be. Defense was 44th in the country. So now you look at coaching changes. We know that Stoops is still hanging around. Trev, what else on the coaching staff? Did anything change?
There was a couple analyst changes, but I didn't really feel like that was necessary. But I did feel like that the Vince Morrow leaving to take essentially the same position at Louisville was significant, and Derek Shea is stepping in. Being promoted from senior offensive analyst to tight end coach since he's left. I think that's honestly, promoting from within is always a good idea. Although I just don't like I don't like Stoops' so what I'm looking for here. I don't like his schemes and his total concept on how he runs the offense and defense. Basically, I just don't like anything that he does. So I'm really hoping that they do. We talked about it before, but I really hope they go after Tulane's coach at the end of this season. I think that would be a great hire.
What a great time to do it. If you can go get if things fall apart and you try to get Summerall in. Yeah. But yeah, the loss of Morrow was just a kick in the nuts. He goes to your rival. Yeah, that's just oh god. I mean,
out of all the teams, that's the Louisville. And he's a long-time assistant coach, so it's just like
strong recruiter, very strong recruiter.
Very strong recruiter. Yes.
So yeah, it's an interesting one. Again, let us know what you think. We're on the outside looking in, guys. You know, we're
Do
trying.
you think this has anything to
Yeah.
do with Stoops flirting with moving to another program? Do you,
Yeah.
especially within the SEC? So, do you think that is what is the word I'm looking for? A cause and effect of him
Yeah.
flirting with that job? Did Morrow leave because of it?
I could see that for sure. So you know, a couple of the changes, you know, like that Lambert coming in, an analyst, so I think there's some pieces here that are good. There's talent on the staff. I want to see if like he tries to really Stoops and crew try to lean in on this year and like, okay, hey, listen, last year was horrible. Sorry, things went the way it did. Let's see if we can't turn this shit around. We've been here a long time. It should be like home. You know, like let's get this thing going.
And speaking of turning it around, I mean, shoot,
yeah.
I mean, they tried to turn it around with the transfer portal. That's for damn sure.
Absolutely, man. And you get the number 10 class in the country. You're bringing in 25. You lost 31. So, I mean, it's a solid ratio of, you know, in and out. And when you look at the key in, a lot of it's offensive line too. We just talked about Mississippi State, who's trying to build that O-line back up, and how crucial we talk about this every single time. If you don't put it in now, if you have a good returning offensive line, you obviously don't need to hit the portal. But if you're having problems, you better hit the goddamn O-line. And that's what Kentucky did. Warschlager comes in. You also go out and you go get Unamba, you know, coming over from New Mexico. Just multiple offensive linemen.
There's quite a few.
Fogler was another one from Ball State that I thought was an impressive get. And then Pete coming over from New Mexico State was a very good offensive lineman for them. And he's 6'8", 320. You know, that's a big son of a bitch. And that's just something if you're going to play in the SEC, you guys know this, you have to have strong O-line play. And they went out and targeted that. So that's impressive 100%. For Keys in. You got some key losses too, though. Keyshawn Silver, Dane Key, Brown, and then Fearbury are guys that I wrote in. But there's one other guy that I should mention as a key in, and really it's everything is going to revolve around this guy, and that's Calzada. Trevor
Calzada. I was like, is he going to really forget about Calzada? I was just like, I was just patiently waiting.
I was trying to
I was definitely
trying to throw a little curve in there, like, man, he did forget. No, so Calzada coming over from Incarnate Word after, you know, kind of a strange college career. You know, playing at Texas A&M.
He's tapped into basically a couple other SEC teams too.
Yeah, so it just interesting. But he's coming in from Incarnate Word, where he had a really good career there. Trev, I mean, what a segue. Let's just lean in on this offense, unless you see something else on the portal that you want to mention.
I mean, it's a transfer heavy offense as far as what I can see. Obviously, with Calzada leading the way. And Dante Dowdell, leading the way. I think he will be leading the way at running back.
Yeah, I thought he had a good career at UConn.
He did. He's kind of bounced around as well, but mostly I wanted to touch base on the wide receivers that they brought in. I mean, they got Kendrick Law. Troy Stellato from Clemson, and the tight end from UCF, Elijah Brown, staying at 6'6", 250.
Yeah.
Ashton Kozer from SMU.
I was going to mention him. Good sized body on, good size target.
I just think that overall the offense should be very much improved, but it all hinges on Calzada being able to be, say it with me, game manager. Turning the ball over, keeping everything, keeping the offense on the field so the defense has time to recoup.
Yeah.
That is the name of the game in the SEC. If your defense is on the field more than your offense, you're wrong.
Yeah. And I mean, you go back and look at his stats. The year that he started, heavy at Texas A&M, 2021, 17 touchdowns and 9 interceptions, for his passing stats, and rushing not really a factor until he got to Incarnate Word.
Right.
In Incarnate Word, his passing stats I know it's FCS, but still 35 touchdowns, 9 interceptions, and he ran for 332 yards. He ran it 105 times last year. So I mean that's if that's another part of his game right there that can elevate this Kentucky offense and keep defenses more honest. Okay, now you're going to see the offense really open up just from him alone, and that's going to help out your defense even more, which was already good last year.
Yep,
So
absolutely.
I mean,
Absolutely. They
that's
had the one tight end come in. They have another tight end that's going to be a freshman. He's sixth best in South Carolina at Michael Skinner, 6'3.5" at 220. I mean, their tight end room's good. Their quarterback room's for the most part solid. Running back room's good. Wide receiver's good. Now, as long as the offensive line gels and we're good there, honestly, I think Kentucky can upset some teams. I think this year.
Oh, absolutely. And just to mention again that offensive line, the pieces that they got were good starters. Like these are guys that are proven
and experienced.
Yes. Yeah, plenty of experience. I mean, Wolfschlager's a beast. I mean, that dude, that's something to add right there. And then, I mean, multiple other interior linemen that can get in the rotation. Braun coming over from Arkansas. Guys that are one for depth pieces, but also your starters are coming from the portal. So it's how do they mesh? But the guys you got are good. So I think you're going to be all right. And if that's the case, offense should take a massive leap from what we saw last year. And that Georgia game wouldn't happen like it did in 24. So, I'm sorry. That game just really fucked. I'm still hung up on that shit. I didn't have money on it, but it pissed me off. I know it pissed you guys off too. Now let's talk some defense, Trev, because again, good unit last year, 44th in the country. Yep. And from what it had to work with, and again, the offensive situation, right? I mean, it did everything you could ask of a defense when it's in that type of realm. But then you look at the portal guys that they bring in too, on top of what they have returning. It's a nice class. Landon Watson was a good linebacker there at Marshall. You've got edges. Cam Olds coming in from Kent State. Probably the only thing decent there. At Kent State. But I mean, you guys got pieces all over the board. Multiple edges. Humphrey Grace also coming over from South Dakota. He was a fantastic player there. Does his game translate to this level? We'll see. But it's it's a guy that's got proven talent. What do you see on this? I mean, even Cowan coming over, he's another edge defender. From UFB.
They really did tap into just about everything that we preach to tap into. Honestly, we should be head of recruiting.
We should be.
But no, I mean they hit it good. They hit it decently, and I think they were very selective in who they picked up for the D line and edge rushers, because they had the benefit of having a lot of the core guys coming back, from the defense. I read something that Alex Afari, a returning linebacker, will be moving to inside linebacker potentially alongside Devarian Rayner. That's what I wrote. That's what I have. But we'll see how that plays out. So there's a lot of movement there. I really like their front seven. I think their front seven is going to do good things again this season. The problem is that there's so many powerful offenses in the SEC. It's just it's a bend don't break mentality for most defenses in the SEC.
Yeah, and again, this is a team that had a lot of young guys getting reps. A lot of they've still got depth players from last year that are now stepping into bigger roles.
That's right.
But they attack the D line, which you need to get that extra pressure. Augusta, coming in from Washington State. That's another 6'3", 302 pounder in the middle to complement the edge rushers you brought in. You can tell they want to get after that quarterback. And they at least have pieces to even rotate to keep them all fresh. So this defense, I think, is going to be right in that same realm of a really stout defense. The pass defense, the defensive backs got a lot of reps last year, so they should be right in it. Jordan Levitt was had a lot of tackles, was a good player. So there's pieces, Trev. If that offense can take a step forward, Kentucky will be more of a problem than what people might think.
Yeah,
you want to go
absolutely.
look at the schedule here for 24
Yeah,
and
you want to
or
look at
25?
25?
Excuse me, my bad. Yeah.
I was like, wait, are we going back for a minute?
Yeah, well, hey man, we got to go back to go forward. No, I'm just kidding.
That's right.
So we look at
Um,
Toledo. That's a tough start for your first game because we covered them. If you want to go check that out, we talked about them in our group of 5 previews. It's back a little ways. You'll see them on our YouTube page. And then second game, man, Ole Miss, they're coming in. They want revenge. They want to get you. It's going to be an interesting battle right there. Ole Miss coming in with new quarterback play. So that's an early test. And then you get Eastern kind of get to figure things out one more time before a bye week. And then South Carolina, which we know is going to be a solid team this year. Georgia, how do they do with their quarterback situation? We know the team's loaded with talent, but still Stockton, I don't know. And then you get into the deep shit. Trev, what are you seeing on this schedule here? How you feeling about it? Over under is 4.5. Concerns? You worried?
A little bit. 1, 2, 3, 4. Come on, there's got to be a 5.
I don't know if
South Carolina's a potential just coming
Yeah.
off the bye week after hopefully being 3-0. Coming out going into South Carolina, but Sellers is so dynamic. My gosh, he's so dynamic. People are Tennessee fans are gonna hate me, but I label Tennessee as a potential upset here.
Yeah, I see it.
But God bless it. Auburn possibly, if things don't work out the way they want them to work out down in Auburn.
Yeah,
I would say that that's a potential. Floor's got to be 4. The floor has minimum of 4 wins, and I can make a potential case for 6. After that, I feel like I shouldn't put money on anything.
So
I don't know.
So this is where I'm looking at it, just because I don't know if it's his Martini that's talking to me. Listen, it's a dirty one, baby.
It's a dirty one. It's about to make him do dirty things.
I usually drink whiskey, but I can't help it. Dirty Martini does it to me. But I don't know. Just talking again out loud about this offense
and the defense. Honestly, the entire team. Honestly,
they should be in every single game.
Mm-hmm.
They should be right in it. It just depends on how the offense gels. But I think they could beat Ole Miss. So that's a toss up. They're going to beat Toledo. They're going to beat Eastern Michigan. So you got a 2-1 start. Say you lose to Ole Miss, and you know what? No, you're beating Ole Miss. I'm taking it. So you're going 3-0, and then you'll probably have a loss at South Carolina. I want to say you beat Georgia, but I don't know, man. I don't know. And then Texas,
not in Athens. I just don't think in Athens that's rough.
That's brutal.
Between the hedges and man, I don't know.
So I'm gonna say I see a floor at 4. If things just go absolutely atrocious. And when I say floors, people get really upset about it. I just try to keep it real and hey, if things go horrible, injuries, whatever else, floor is 4 wins. And that's right at the over-under.
Kentucky in a bowl game, but what bowl game?
Ceiling, I'm going 7. 7 wins. I could see them upsetting people. You beat Vandy. You beat a Louisville team. That's a good Louisville team. Texas or Tennessee Tech.
See, for what I have right now, for me to get to 7, they have to go 3-0 at the first 3 weeks and 3-0 in the last 3 weeks. And then somewhere in the middle, upset somebody. And that's your path to 7.
You take down Auburn.
Win out the last 3 weeks of the season against Tennessee Tech, Vandy, and Louisville. 2 of those games are away games.
Yeah.
Kind of. The Louisville game's a kind of away game.
Yeah.
But yeah, they have to beat Ole Miss week 2 for the 7 games for me to work. Because no, that's not true, because I do see a path where Auburn, if they aren't up to snuff, they could lose that game.
Yeah, I mean, you could lose to Ole Miss, and then you could beat Tennessee and Auburn in the middle there, and still find a way to 7. But you got to beat Louisville too, and that big rivalry there. So it's not an easy schedule.
I love the time ranges. These SEC teams. It could be at 6. It could be at 8. We just don't know. 3:30 or 8 to 8. Yeah. It's somewhere in between.
Yeah, we have no idea what time slot yet.
We don't know.
But yeah, it's an interesting season. I feel like you guys will make a bowl. Like, at least I feel like you'll find 6, but it's going to be tough. But I think this team will be much improved from what we saw last year.
Would you go as far as saying Kentucky's probably the most put together team from going from what they were the previous season to now? Like, as far as the most improved with the returning plus what they pulled in the transfer portal?
Man.
Would you say that they
did? That's a good question. Yeah, I feel really good about them. Like, reading from what it was. I mean, I'm trying to think back to, like, we've done the ACC and the Big 12 and all those. Yeah, I mean, I look at it. If it looks good on paper, man, it looks good.
And I will say this, Kentucky fans, if you guys don't succeed this season, it's simply because you have the wrong head coach.
Yeah, and he's just not bought in, and it's time to go after. The product.
Someone that's wanting Kentucky to get to the top of the SEC, not someone that's just there to collect the paycheck.
Absolutely. You guys, let us know what you think. We've been, I don't feel like we've been pessimistic, but I mean, it's a tough schedule.
I think we're more optimistic than most about Kentucky's chances.
Yeah, I mean, from the shit, like I grew up in Alabama. I mean, Trevor lives there right now. I mean, I've got friends in another group chat. That's some of them are Louisville fans, some of them are Kentucky fans. I've got fans of Bama, and the talk about Kentucky is they're just going to be shit. Even from the Kentucky fan, he doesn't have any faith. So I'm like, dude, I don't know what you're seeing, but I guess maybe it's a drink. I don't know.
I'm not drinking anything, and I'm still pretty high.
Yeah, that's fair. All right, that makes me feel better, But all right, well, you guys let us know in the comments and subscribe, share, all that good stuff. That
all the stuff down below. Definitely reach out to us. Me and Brendan both are pretty active on the YouTube site, so if you guys start talking on there, we'll try and chime in when we get a chance.
Yeah, we appreciate any and all comments, and if you shoot shit at us, we'll fire right back. That's
and don't forget to share with your friends. All you Kentucky fans, share it away.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, guys. We'll see you around. See you in the comments section. Have a good one.
Take it easy, guys.